Morning, Bree here from Made by Bummy Homestead. Today I wanted to talk to you about a question I get asked all the time. Whenever anyone finds out that I used to be a chef or what I eat on a daily basis, they always ask me how I poach my eggs. Something that I find so simple but a lot of people have a lot of trouble with. I've taught this method to both my parents and they use this method all the time now. I've got a really good gas stove, but I have done this on induction. It works exactly the same on induction, probably not as quickly. Induction is a little bit slower than gas. Electric is a little bit more difficult, but it is possible. So what I tend to do if I've got an electric stove is have one burner on full and have another burner on its lowest setting, maybe 1 or 2. So then I can move the pot from the full and to the lower setting, because this method uses 2 different heat settings and electric it's not going to respond the correct way. So first of all, we'll talk about egg selection. These are my eggs from my own chooks, so I know they're fresh. The oldest one I've got is from the 18th, which is 5 days ago. So they're pretty fresh. Free range is best if you can afford them and if you can get them. If you don't have your own chooks, buy the best eggs that you can afford and use the freshest eggs you can afford, because with poached eggs, keeping the white together is essential. If you don't have the freshest eggs, then it'll just split up. So yeah, pick the best eggs you can. So what I've got here, I've got a small pot. I'm only doing 1 egg today. This is what I have for breakfast every morning, is I have 1 poached egg and a black coffee, and that's my standard breakfast. So this morning I've gone and done the school run and had my shower and started cleaning up my house, and now it's time for my breakfast. So the kids are all gone and this is when I sit down and have my coffee and breakfast. So I've got a small pot here on a rolling boil. It's on full. I've got the gas turned on to full, and I've got probably half a teaspoon of salt in there as well. So I'm gonna choose an egg. I usually choose a nice large one and one of the freshest ones. I have got some here from this morning, from today, but I'll use one from a few days ago. So I might get you a bit closer so you can see what I'm doing. Alright, so my pot's boiling, and what I'm going to do is turn it right down to its lowest setting and crack my eggs straight into the center. So what will happen is that the cold egg because I store my eggs in the fridge, so the cold egg out of the fridge will cool that down enough to stop that rolling boil. So you'll see now it is just simmering. That will mean that the egg stops the boil and stops it from breaking up. I leave that now for about, I don't time it, but for a couple of minutes until the white, I can see the white is totally solid, and then I will check it and I'll show you then how I check it. Alright, it's been about 2 minutes now and I can see the white is now opaque. So I use a slotted spoon. Any slotted spoon will do, as long as it's got the holes in it so it can drain. So I make sure I'm touching the bottom of the pot with my spoon and slide it under, and I lift it up. And then all you have to do is touch the yolk and you'll see how much it yields. If you like a runny yolk, this is perfect. So it has a little bit of yield to it, but I can see the white is all solid now. If you like it fully cooked, I would leave it in for another minute or two, but that's how I like it. I like it to have a little bit of give, but the white is all cooked. So I'll put that in my little bowl. Bit of salt. Got my fork, got my coffee, and I'm ready for my brekkie. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.